Hey guys, it's Denasia, and today I'm going to show you how to use a zombie to get more kills and rank up at Siege. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to talk about a zombie's main ability, her keep it barriers. This is basically a throwing device, and when you throw it out a wall, a door, or a window, it basically sticks to that surface, and then around the throwing knife becomes a sort of barrier that allows you to cut off angles, waste time, and it's very, very good, the keeper barriers. And then if you even pair it with a warden, the warden can hold the keeper barriers so that if they try to flash and jump in, he's not flashing, he can get the easy kill. Now when it comes to ACS 12, I use this for two different reasons. Either one, I'm solo queuing and I know I'm going to need rotates made, head holes made in a timely manner, so I'll use it for that. Or if I'm holding long range angles and pixel peaks. This is because the 2.5 on the ACS 12 allows me to hold very, very small angles and be able to see very well, but is not good for close range gunfights at all. Now onto the 9x19, this is the gun I primarily use because this is the gun you want to use in close range to medium range distance. It's very beginner friendly. It doesn't have a lot of recoil. The sight I use, I'm pretty sure it's hollow A, but I could definitely be wrong. I'll show a picture of which one I use right here. I use this in all my one-time scope guns. Overall, the gun you use is all dependent on the situation you're in, the angles you're holding. You have to think about this before you spawn into the round. It's all about just having game IQ. Having IQ is very important when you play a zombie. Now let me show you how to use her in-game now that you have her guns and abilities unlocked. Okay, the thing you should know about a zombie is she's meant to be used in a creative way to help you get easy angles onto attackers. That's literally like the best way to describe her. She's meant to make your job holding an angle easier by making everything else look so distracting with her keeper barriers. So right here, I see that the rook reinforced square head holes that I made, and you'd never want to do that because then the people can just walk in square and just get the wall for free. Okay, so now I'm going to try to explain some of the holes I made. So before I do that, right here, I go to the double windows and I zombie them off. Alright, the reason I zombie these off is because they actually play a pivotal role in the attackers winning this bomb. I do it all the time when I'm attacking this bomb site, and I'll get on those windows. I'll get on all four, I'll put down claymores, I'll have someone watch my lobby cam, and I just wreak havoc onto these windows because it stops all of the defenders from being able to rotate into sight, so that once we get square open, we can get an easy plant. Or if they're contesting square heavy, we do a lobby take, and it's just very easy. Those windows are so very important for attackers, so as a defender, you have to be able to stop them from being able to take those windows. The way you do that is you either bring castle or a zombie. You always want to do the closer one because then they're forced to use utility to break it. What I mean by that is if you put it on the window where they rappel up, then they can just knife it off, or they can just use a breach charge or a hard breach charge. But if you put it on the windows away from them and closer to you, then they're forced to use like an Ash, a Zofia, just something along the lines to blow it up, which some of the people may not be smart enough to think of that until after the round starts, so they won't have the utility to do that, and they'll have to get off of the windows or ask their teammates. And majority of the time, the rank you're in, most people aren't like talking in chat, like working together, because you're most likely solo queuing. Okay, I want to kind of explain the hold I'm doing here. So I have very high holes into stock office, which is watching the stock office jump in. Usually if I'm playing with my trio or my duo, then I will hold stock office and I'll double reinforce those walls. And the third one I'll feet holes, and one of us will run like Malusi or Frost. But since I'm solo queuing, I have to kind of adapt. So I'm staying in executive office on the table, and I'm watching stock. This position is so powerful because it not only holds stock office, it holds white stairs, it holds red stairs, it holds janitor door, it can hold the windows. It can basically hold like every angle. You also have to be aware that those angles can also kill you. So you have to play very safe and be very smart when playing this. While the rest of this round plays, I want you to pay attention how every time I like miss a shot, I reposition myself, therefore that the attackers don't know where to find me. The first video was me playing in sight. Now this is an example of me holding out of sight. Right now we're on Clubhouse and the bomb site is bedroom, but I'm going to be holding CC so that they can't take it. And so I'll show you how fighting for your life with a zombie is slightly easier than without it. Okay, so some background on the game. My team wasn't very good. This is kind of lower elo, and that's why I'm making this video, because a lot of these strats are going to work in lower elo when you're solo queuing. It's when you get to higher elo that you kind of need to be more advanced and play with a stack. But every time gunshots would come, like gunshots near wherever you were, the whole team, my whole team would literally shift over, and you'll see it as I'm holding. Right here, I don't know what their plan was, but he jumps over the ledge, he gets killed, he gets the trade, which I guess is good. And so I'm kind of just holding in this area, but then I realized that like nobody's in sight, so I kind of tell them to go back to sight. I think that was me telling them then, but I know I tell them, yeah, right here. There's gunshots near me, and like all three of us are holding this, and I'm like, go back to sight, like I can hold this. And so they're trying to get way back to sight, and they're kind of panicking, which is fine. I'd rather them be overly cautious than not cautious enough and just run into someone's spray. Okay, so right here, someone's trying to get into cash door. So I had a zombie get off earlier, but right now I'm just holding an angle. But unfortunately, my teammate tries to help and he gets killed, so now it's a 1v3. I killed the Thatcher. He has diffuser, so I zombie off the other two angles where the attackers were. And I kind of just try to rat it out and just try to get easy kills. Right here, I back up because I realize I'm exposed to the head holes, and I get an easy kill. So now it's a one-on-one, and I know that the ram is sitting on the head hole, so I just stay tucked, wait for him to peek the door so I can fry him. And he ends up rotating, and he puts the ram through there, so I'm watching that. I know I'm safe from the drone hole because I zombied it off. He's flashing. I get up on the table, and he swings the corner I was in, but because I repositioned, he had to flick as I was shooting him. To me, he hit a lot of the body shots I shot him, but it doesn't matter. We traded, and I got the round, so that's all that mattered. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Please check out my Twitch. It's at Asepticnasia. I'm going live there a lot more. This is where I play ranked games. And if you come in and ask questions about who to run, if you're trying to rank up and all this and that, I can give you full in-depth details while I'm streaming. Alright, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!